the grandchildren. Thank you.
She was a once-in-a-lifetime woman. My grandmother lived with a light that seemed woven from something beyond this world. She carried a fire that crackled through every movement of her life. My grandmother moved through life like a flame that knew its own strength, bright, daring, and unafraid to burn with purpose. Her presence filled every space. To know her was to feel seen, lifted, and empowered. But beyond the power the world saw, who was she as a grandmother? What was it like to grow up beside that blaze of grace, elegance, mischief, and excitement? That is a story I want to share. She was the most fascinating woman, with stories pouring out of her every time she spoke. These were not ordinary stories. They were vibrant, dramatic, action-packed tales, delivered with a spark in her voice that made you feel as though you were living these stories right beside her. She found humor in the most unexpected ways, in the unexpected corners of life. Only she could transform National Geographic into a telenovela, turning the animal kingdom into prime-time entertainment. With Grandma, glamour never rested. Even at home, she pranced around in high-heeled slippers, as if elegance itself were a language she spoke effortlessly. A quiet reminder that beauty for her was simply a way of being. She meant many things to many people. She was a mother to all, a matriarch who could bring even the mightiest man to heel, shrinking him back into a boy with just one look. Or in my case, at 20 years old, I was still expected to avert my gaze during any kissing scene on TV, with her fierce insistence on viewers' discretion. In her eyes, I will always be her baby. The realization of losing her comes in ebbs and flows. To imagine a world without her is to imagine a world without sun, without birdsong, without the hum of life itself. But she gave us everything. Even when the world left her tired, she still gave. Even when she was stretched thin, she still poured out love. We were truly in the presence of an angel. Her unyielding love, her boundless energy, her force of life were gifts to everyone who knew her. She was a once-in-a-lifetime woman. She strode through the world with purpose, whilst in 6-inch heels, propelled by a greater calling. Giving to my grandmother came as naturally as breathing. She showed us day after day what the definition of selflessness really is. She shaped my understanding of what it means to be a woman. Through her, I learned that womanhood is not defined by sacrifice alone, but by resilience, vibrancy, humor, grace, and the unapologetic embrace of one's own power. She was fierce when the world demanded strength, and gentle when the world needed softness. She is, and she will always be my hero, and I made sure to tell her. When a woman turns everything she touches into gold, she leaves behind treasures that time can never tarnish. Eternal memories, stories, an impact that will outlive us all. The greatest way we can honor her today is by living as fully, as boldly, and as joyfully as she did. She knew how to live. Now it is our turn to follow her lead. Thank you.
On behalf of the Sisters of Nana Kunedu Ajman Rawlings, where do I begin to tell the story of how great love can be? The sweet love story that is older than the sea. The simple truth of the love she brings to me. Where do I start? How and when do we begin to tell the story of our great and dear sister Nana Kunedu? She was our trailblazer from the time we met her in our lives. She was not the older sister, but by divine arrangement, while our older sister was at the time in boarding school, Nana Kunedu slipped into that role and wore the mantle of a leader. As we grew up, and for as long as we've known her, she's always been the one who mobilized us all. Her mobilization gift was extended at the time to most neighborhood kids living in the Accra Ridge area. Our neighborhood kids were all offsprings of the first civil servants of the First Republic of Ghana. With these friends, we formed the Feather Club, and our sister Nana Kunedu led us in performing plays, organized other activities such as the lemonade stands to raise money for the Ridge Church Fund.
We pause briefly to acknowledge the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Backben.
The beauty of her talents was as fascinating as we grew up, and she taught us so many things, including ballet dancing, sewing our own clothes as we grew older, and generally being there for us in many aspects of our lives. She was the big sister who guided us through life's turbulence and stood to fight battles if she realized someone was treating us unfairly. She was the example we followed as our lives were being molded by our parents, and set us straight when she thought we were out of line, but learned to negotiate her standpoint with our parents to get them to understand our viewpoint. Her generosity was a gift she extended beyond her siblings, giving of herself to make others better. This, in a nutshell, describes a sister as we grew up. Such a beautiful soul. Nana Kunedu was our role model, and we aspired to be like her. She was trendy, be it in music, new dances, or fashion. She had a passion for culture and showed a vivid interest in the arts. This was demonstrated in her participation in plays and operas while in the Ghana International School as well as at M0rtal School. Her childhood abilities and capabilities are clearly the tools that molded her and gave her the courage to embark into a life of political activism. She exhibited characteristics of her upbringing in everything she did in her daily life: courage, honesty, compassion, empathy, generosity, and more. These characteristics and the good education we received make up the most important legacies our parents left us. During her political life, our sister showed strength, courage, and resilience in the midst of adversity. It is amazing where she got her energy from. In all those difficult years, she still managed to be a mother and raise 4 children. She proved over and over again that yes, a woman can indeed do it all. This encouraged a lot of women in this country because they saw their strength in her. Yes, so where do we begin to tell her story? She told her story throughout her deliberations in life and made us proud all along in everything she did.
We pause once again to acknowledge the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency, Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman.
Moving on. As written in 2 Corinthians 4:16, therefore we do not lose heart. Even though our outward man is perishing, yet the inward man is being renewed day by day. Verse 18. While we do not look at things that are seen, but at things which are not seen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Chapter 5, verse 1. For we know that if our earthly house, this tent, is destroyed, we have a building from God, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. So we believe and know that our dear sister is now in a building from God, a house not made with hands. For we walk by faith and not by sight. Thank you.
Shall I invite the Symphony Orchestra to give us an anthem?
We receive with gratitude former President of our Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Together with former First Lady, his wife, Her Excellency Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo. President of our Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the First Lady, Her Excellency Modina Mahama.
This place is situated in a section of the
Charlie, phone, I beg you to stay there.
Morning. Bravo.
The car took us.
More reports the people.
Can be in a report way. Can be fun and upon that Lawrence.
Well, Emma, any way. And Emma, what parliament in a 5 in an acquired Rajma Lawrence. Now, some American and acquired Rajman Lawrence. I mean, for crimes ye. Why ye be a mamma, or me a near beer, there was a baby. Me especially, me dawasinana. And I quite like my royalty, me dawasi. Nana, what on my 31st school, but people are graduate. My question was na KG2. My Yakopim, yes, 3. And my means a command. One more mutifia, Mamma, Nipa 37. I'm a year, 31st school, I graduate. Until the Macacha and say, yeah, Danasi baby. I graduate for and Kalana Moko schooling, I saw me Danasi. I mean, funny grand, see I mean, funny grand, and see ye, but I'm Panana. God bless you.
Something originally.
When this a send your sense with the now, oh no, or the same mad. And no train says, see, my head. No train send a year Juma, and no such a young Canadian market, Mimi or Canadian market, or the train send ya, your bob was carno. Now you bit me, not me, say, let me say this Cacrato bank. But no train send a year saving safer. Or no sooner train send a year, your fire manco school. Men from Munko Canadian market, no Munko Nenam Hockey, or train say a man, yes, and a beco. Market no yes say yen fie ye ne hwe yen kununum yen nu aduane si home mahom ne hwe yen kununum yi ansa ne akọ market ye ban so a yen nware fine ne sesi ho se ne be ya yen kununum ba de bio mani baje ye ho into no kware me de no e na mesua o maame no na mesua no nso no e de me akọ ba bi bebre me kunu do me pa e wo dia waka kire me no a me di su ne nti me da
Mommy now okay baby.
It's my patch day. On my year and ban ye near boy. I feel so on our shed and ban in your kitchen. A jade, Uncle Tin or say it not. Or day ye back came. Ye back came on soon as day. Or day, ye could school. Ye will swear. Then for young ban, young for Uncle school, ama, a Juma yapade, yen or my out to school, crash and a yama. Market. In time we do my work. Woman now ban so ama when ya peace of mind nowadays. I share.
Every community be out in school. Every community be my meeting school. Community be a open day or buy.
And now by being young, we have a at time, being young one, you know, for form. But me, I get
Emma, the third one, Emma, you're sorry, I can't walk. Emma,
you're sorry,
Emma,
you're sorry,
Emma,
you're sorry, I can't walk. Yeah.